We're here to do a number of events. Basically, we've got the first launch event of validus in Trinidad on the 3rd of September. And then on the 10th, we're going to be in a beautiful country called Suriname, which, which is an amazing opportunity for me to be in these geographical locations, first time in my life. And then I'm getting to learn more and more that Suriname is part of the Caribbean. It's also part of South America, and it's also West Indies. And it's also a country which is well connected to Europe, because of the Netherlands, whatever happened in the past. They speak the same language. So it's a gateway to Europe, they call it.
Well, thank you for being here. We really appreciate your presence here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. So here we go. We are here, of course, and we are here to speak with each other. Any questions, clarification?
Absolutely. So my name is Nadia, and I'm working quite closely with Michael here in Australia. And, we've been in the networking industry for quite some time, and we're quite blown away with what validus has to offer. So, we were quite pleasantly surprised that Fadi was able to get you on a call within a short couple of hours. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It's also an opportunity for us to get to know you, and also for our people that we're aligning in validus with, that they get to see you as well. So I think that's really important. And I know tonight there's a few people that have got some questions, and if that's okay, if we can open up to some questions. And then at the end, when everyone gets off, if we can just have a private chat amongst a few of us just in relation to a couple of other things, if that's okay.
Absolutely. It would be an absolute pleasure for me. One of the key things that we all need to remember is why validus is different, and what we want to do is a little bit different from the rest of the people in the industry, is transparency, okay? And we don't consider ourselves to be different from anyone in the network. We are the drive force for the network. We are from the same industry. We love the industry. We are devoted to the industry. All we want to do is build something good. We don't do it for money. We don't do it for fame. We've gone past those stages of our life. We just want to build a good legacy, and over and above building the legacy, we want to build a system that really benefits people. If people can benefit out of a concept that we built today in the long run, this is a win-win situation for our life. I think that's the biggest legacy. A legacy is not something that people put your name like in a hall of fame, that, in such and such book that they remember you, but then your good actions, what you build and how much people are benefiting. My mentor said, and I follow that the best of you are those who are the most beneficial to humankind. This is what we follow. So let's go for the questions.
Absolutely, welcome. Absolutely. So if everyone on the call, if we just want to unmute one at a time, and we can ask a question. So if we can, who would like to go first? We have 29 people tonight. So who's first?
In terms of, while they prepare for the questions and, to come up with most important questions, of course, I just want to share a little bit about the vision of the company, where the company is heading to. We had a great start. This is the first year of operation, of course. We started the pre-launch of the company, ideally from the beginning of the year, basically. But from March, when we officially launched, it's been like 5-6 months, that we were officially launched, and we're running and we're building networks and everything. But the future is more important than the past. validus today is different from validus yesterday, and validus tomorrow will be different from validus today. This is simply because of the quality of the leaders who are attracted, like yourselves. You're in the industry for a very long period of time. I'm in business for over 20 years of my life, roughly about 20-25 years. I'm in different businesses, basically. Together, I think we're building an amazing concept that will flourish, that will get to become one of the biggest and one of the best companies in the world. What we are doing, what the plan of validus right now is that we are structuring everything accurately, from the finances of the company, from the structure of the company, the education, the rewards program. We have done a combination here. So we've got a network marketing concept combined with a loyalty rewards program. This program is something very, very similar to Sky Awards of Emirates Airline, for example. This is what we are combining. We do a combination with of course, with all the training courses, the education and everything else. So the direction that we are heading to is somewhere very, very safe, legal, compliant, very ethical. And I think we will be constantly working, thinking, growing, alongside each other. And every single day we come with new ideas. We're not the kind of people that, we get satisfied, this is enough. It's, no, we're all networkers, and we have come a long way. We've got a long way to go to, of course. We've got a long journey ahead of us, and we just want to make sure that it becomes better and better. Overall, if you look at the leadership of validus, the kind of people who are involved in validus today, they are not the networkers that they were in the industry for 20, 30 years, but then they jumped into 30, 40 companies. And they were part of a lot of scams, and they can bring the volume into the company. These kind of people, these kind of leaders, but their focus is on something else. So they go in one company, and then 2 months later, or 6 months later, or 1 year later, whatever happens, they don't care. They go to another one, and then they take a group of people there. We have not attracted those kind of people. So the actual leadership of the company, we've got over 185,000 membership right now, which is great, within a short period of time, but it's quality. We can name and we can talk about these leaders, and now better people are being attracted, and they're coming to validus every single day. So we're very excited, we will be 100% focused. We'll be focusing on building leadership, developing leaders, and building the right culture in the industry.
Fantastic. No, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. We've got a hand up there. Teresa, if you'd like to unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Hi, thank you so much for tonight. So I'm only new, and I've been with Nadia for a while now on other platforms, and trust her and admire all her work. So my question is, when I bring people on, is it best to bring them on like a 50, 100, does it matter what they come in on? Because if someone comes in on $50 and you say, hey, just come in on 50, see where it gets you, but are they actually see much happening with $50, or is it best to get them to come in on something larger?
All right, so the reason why we did $50 is that we really, really believe in what we say and what we do. I think if we want to impact many people's life, we have to start from as little as $50, I think, which is affordable for a lot of people,
Right, yep.
Not necessarily in Australia, but in many other countries as well. So a lot of people, my approach is the same as your first suggestion. The $50 is the most important package in our system, according to me, because look, it's about the numbers. If we really believe that we want to help people, we are not interested in people's money, that somebody comes in and they put a $10,000 package. We want to give them the feel that, look, they come, they learn the system, who we are, and then they make an educated decision for themselves. So you would be surprised that, many people, they started with $50, but soon when they see the system is working, everything is good, in the next number of weeks or 1 or 2 months, you will be surprised when they go for upgrades and for purchasing of different packages. So my approach is $50. My friend sometimes told me, I was just home, I was in London. One guy came and he said, like, look, I'm ready to put 1 million into your system. Or, what kind of guarantee will you give me? I said, there's no guarantee. He said, but specifically to me, because you know me, and I don't want you to give this guarantee to anyone else, and I'm not going to tell anyone else. I said, listen, my friend, I'm not at that stage to do this. No one can give you guarantee on anything. And if we do something in this company, it is exactly the same for every single person. So I said to him, don't put 1 million, don't even put $5,000 into validus, but start with $50. He was laughing. So my approach is $50.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Has anyone else like to raise their hand? While we're waiting for the next question, can we ask about the ranking system? I understand that Jade is no longer on the system. Is that correct? Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, of course. So Jade is still in the system as a rank, as a recognition for people that they will be recognized. But for a short period of time, we had an incentive on it, that for people who can achieve the rank of Jade for the, during that period, the first 3 months or something, 4 months, whatever, they get $50 during that period. And that period actually ended. So to build value for the ranks and everything, our focus was from Sapphire and above. So if leaders locally want to do something for their Jades, bring their own incentive or whatever they want to do, we just left it to the leaders on the ground, basically, because logistically it needs to make sense for the company as well. Every day when the company starts growing, you get hundreds of Jades in the company. So it was a bit, becoming a bit more overcomplicated as well for the company. So we said, okay, this was, for a short period of time. It's not part of compensation plan or anything like that. No one is going to change the comp plan, by the way. So this is another thing that I learned in this industry that some companies did. Like my first company was ACN. I learned a lot from that company. And one of the things that I didn't like, the only thing that I didn't like in ACN was that they were changing the compensation plan quite often, at the time. So I learned that we want to keep the compensation plan exactly the same as it is without any changes and all that, because it's well calculated. The way it's done, it's not just overnight, We put many years of experience into this. We built many compensation plans, from matrices to unilevel to you just name it. For at least 12 companies, we built compensation plans in the past. So we became experts in that. We worked with the numbers. And so that's the reason that Jade is not there. But from Sapphire to Crown Diamond, the incentives are identified there. Like, it's mentioned there. They're defined there. So Jade get that Apple Watch and, iPhone and
Fantastic. We've got a question that's come through. Adam, if you'd like to unmute yourself. I think it's adamjacob.live.
Need to unmute, Adam.
Sorry.
Hi, Adam.
Because I'm recording on the other computer. It's not a question. I want to add about the $50 package Dr. Barwish talked about, because he keep mentioning this from the first retreat in Dubai. I have a team of 500 people. All of them joined with just $50. All of them. No one even had add 500. But you plug the people to the system and you work with them to understand the system, because I think we have the best structure in any system online. And people now, I can tell you, we are we're upgrading people to matrix. We are adding 1 matrix, 2 matrix a day from the people who already joined with $50. And after they understand the system and how it works, all you have to do is just work with the people, provide the information, answer the questions, put them on the group, get them involved in the system. They will ask automatically how I upgrade. All the people, we are working on 50 metrics coming these 2 months. All these people started with $50. So this is what I'm saying is just follow the leader. I'm following Fadi Baba, following always all the call from Dr. Barwish, because these are the people who are building the system, so they know what's convert. So I think yes, $50 is better, but we still not forcing people to buy $50. We will not force anyone to buy, but yeah, it's better, like Timothy, what he said. I interested to invite people with $50, not the people with $1 million, because these 50 people will build your system. Because these people are hungry for the opportunity, not hungry for the money. People want to put $1 million and see money tomorrow. No, I want people for working for long term. People with 50 and 100 and 500 is people for long term. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. We've got Teresa. Teresa, if you could unmute, please.
Yeah, just quick, I've got two, if that's okay.
Okay.
So one is, I know that we don't have a crystal ball, but what would your be expectation of validus being around? Like how long for?
Okay, so our vision is long term, as I said. I know, we've been here for about a year now, since the registration of the company and everything. October, like we started building, September, November, we had everything, the system, everything ready. People started like already putting some packages in. December, we met Fadi, and this team actually started with us in December. But from January, we started pushing. So when it comes to the long-term vision of the company, we already have planned for the next 5 years, next 10 years, and next 15 years. We don't want to run a company in the next, let's say, 2-3 years. If I know, I can make a statement right now. If I know that validus will only last 3 years from today, I will not run this company. I will not be here personally. I can give my personal opinion because it's extremely important and it's so difficult to build a company. Look, since we started, why I mentioned the start date, like in the past 1 year in front of us, I'm not talking about the past 5 years. In the past 1 year, over 100 different companies, must have been launched, into the market. But validus is, I think, the favorite or one of the unique form of those companies that has had tremendous level of success compared to anyone else who came to the market recently. I don't know, maybe there are some other companies that they are growing fast as well. But in terms of ethics, building quality, leadership, attracting good leaders, focusing on leadership and all that, I see ourselves completely different from the rest of the people. So there will be many other companies coming and going. But for us, it's extremely, extremely important to keep this, in the long run. And it's not easy to get to where we are right now. Some people say that maybe you guys are lucky, the timing is right, 185,000 members, in 8 months. But I think it's just like, we never focus on the numbers, to be honest. We were happy with maybe 20,000 people, with 50,000 people to be part of validus. But when it goes to 185,000, thanks to the leaders and that they focus on the quality. We only focus on the quality. And right now, our lawyers, they're structuring different companies, different entities out of Dubai mainland, in the DIFC, in different parts of Dubai that you will hear, in the future, we will share, all this news with you guys. In the next 3 to 4 months, before this year ends, we put lots of targets for ourselves. There will be plenty of improvements and developments that you will see in validus. So the vision of validus is long-term. If you ask me, we want this system to stay with people, for a very long period of time. And one thing is clear that the intention here is right. Intention, experience, and with the right course of efforts that we all put together, I think we're making it happen. We want to become one of the biggest players, in the industry, one of the best, if not the best. But I think we have all the reasons to grow.
My biggest issue in the past with networking, because I've done it for a lot of years now, is people that aren't tech savvy do not know what a wallet is, how to use it, how to get it going. So how I succeeded last time is I had everyone put money into my personal bank account and I put it into my Binance wallet, and then I opened their accounts for them. So I did a lot of the work for them. Do you have any suggestions on how to get by that?
So we have 2 solutions for that right now. Initially, if you look, we've got a third-party payment processor system. It's called Coin Payments in the back office. Okay, we have a bit of a challenge there because then the payments has to be crypto and it has to be the exact amount plus the fees. Even if it's 1 cent less, it will get rejected. Okay, so what we did is we now developed our own wallet. is called the validus wallet. The validus wallet was accepting Ethereum as a method of payment. You can, excuse me, you can pay any amount, more or less. You will receive that amount in your cash wallet, okay, into the system. So now, yesterday we introduced a BTC into that, and soon we will be introducing USDT as well, okay. We have a third way of payment that we partner up with an exchange, basically. It's called Crypto Orange. It's not live in your back offices yet, but it will be live. What you do is you make an independent account for yourself with Crypto Orange through the link, okay? You make an account, and there is a code which is called validus inside that. Then you can make a bank transfer from Australia, from any part of the world. You can, from majority of countries, you know, not the blacklisted countries. So you can make a payment to Coin Payments, and then Coin Payments will send the money into your validus cash wallet, if that helps.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. Wow, that's impressive. Thank you, Teresa, as well. Thank you.
That's
Sorry,
really
Nadia,
quite
can I
unique.
just ask
And
a
there's a
That's
gift
very
wallet.
unique feature.
Doctor,
Was
there's a
that
gift
from
wallet
credit card
also.
access? Sorry.
Not credit card right now, it's bank transfer, but they promise us that they will give us credit card payments in the future as well, because it's just done through an exchange. It's a third party. It's got nothing to do with us. They deal with everything. So we, like, legally it's all safe, and, like, you know, it's all good. But there's one rule. When you make an account with Crypto Orange, you can only send money from the bank account of that exact same name, same person. Otherwise, they will reject the payment.
Yep. Understood. Thank you so much. We've got a question here. Can you please explain the matrix in more depth and how your sponsor builds one of your legs and you build the other?
Okay, that's two questions. That's good. Okay, so the matrix is an amazing system. Again, this is a type of residual income that's something which is substantial, and we always talk about it. In order to qualify, this is an automatic forced matrix. Okay, so literally you don't do something extra, but you just need to meet the requirements, the qualification requirements, which is only two. One, your own personal package needs to be a TP 5000 or above. So meaning TP 5000 or TP 10,000. So if you purchase 1,000 today and 4,000 tomorrow, that doesn't count. It needs to be like 5,000 package in one go. Correct? So this is 5,000 TP 5,000 or above. But for your direct sales, you need to make 15,000 total direct sales. So it can come from one person, $15,000, the qualification is done. Or it can come from 10 individuals that you sponsor them directly. So as long as you earn $1,500 direct sales commission, 1,500, because the volume is then 15,000 direct, right? So then you qualify into the matrix. Now, where do you fit in the matrix? Matrix is 3 by 12. So we started with the first 3 people who qualified, and then it went to 9 people in level 2 of the company, and then 27 in level 3, and then 81, and 243, like it kept on growing. So we reached level 7 right now. The next available position will be yours. So as soon as you have $5,000 and $15,000 direct sales, you will be allocated in the next available position. So let's say if your position is 1,500, it's also numbered now. So you get your username and a number. So you're in position 1,500. The next person after you in the entire company that qualifies, he goes to the next available position. Now that next available position is on your right, first of all. That will become 1,501. If you are the person at the end of that line, then this person cannot go to your right? So then it goes to the next level down, basically, to the bottom. And what happens is when this level fills, then the matrix continues to the next level. And in the first level from yourself, you will get 3 people only, because there will be 3 people under you automatically. Okay, and when that fills, then you start getting paid from the first person, basically $1 a day, $1 a day, and then it continuously grows into different levels, basically. And as the company have more momentum and more people qualify actually for the matrix, because eventually I believe there will be many people that they want to qualify for the matrix. It's just like the question of the time, their belief, their vision, the trust in the company, the confidence that they build over a period of time. Whenever it is possible for them, they would go for some higher packages. And I believe that it's easy to qualify for the matrix. But let's think about this: that if somebody puts 5,000 there and another 15,000 of themselves, or they make sales, doesn't really make a difference. But let's say if somebody puts 20K, 5,000 and 10, 5, or just 15 directly, whatever. Now, even if the matrix is not paying out anything to them, they're getting all the other benefits, all the rewards, everything else stays the same. But then this matrix over a period of time, this is something absolutely additional on top of everything else, that in the long run, it becomes a good residual income. Now, I have many people that from the beginning of the company, of course, it was the riskiest time, for these people. One of those guys actually traveled with me here. He's blue diamond now in the company. He put seven matrix or something in the beginning. Not in the beginning, like around level 4, level 5, but he's getting paid from all of them now. He's getting paid. So everyone in level 5 up to the end of level 5, they're all getting paid. And those who are in level 6, they're also getting paid when they have somebody in level 7 under them. So right now the matrix has reached level 7, and we capped it to 12 level. The 12 level for everyone starts from themselves, not from the company. Hope that's clarified. So from the moment you qualify, you have up to 12 levels potential to earn. And the money for the matrix is cleverly paid from the admin fee, which is in your back offices. I can touch base on that. So the company is literally paying nothing out of its pocket. The entire network is paying for the people who qualified for the matrix.
Beautiful.
So the sustainability of the system, it's very important, because the numbers are very big, when the matrix goes further down.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that. And I know she's also asked how your sponsor builds one of your legs and you build the other. Look, with that, I can tell you the answer to that. Look, we are here to build 2 legs. We can't just be reliant on the person that sponsors you just to build your first leg. We all got to work together as a team. It's a team effort, and we all want to grow together. So if you're coming in, we're building, 2 legs down. It's good if we work together to build the legs together. Is there any other questions? Has anyone got any other questions tonight? Yes, Mez, you can unmute yourself, please.
Thank you. So when I set up my initial package, I just transferred $200, and then I've gone through and withdrawn that with the 5% network fee. So I'm getting my $95 back. And it's still sitting in pending. I just wanted to know, how long would it take for the refund or withdrawal to come back? It's more of a refund than a withdrawal of any bonuses.
So let me just thank you very much. Great question. So when you said you purchased $200 worth of packages, correct?
So I transferred 200, and I was under the impression, and I completely misunderstood, that you could transfer like $50 to create your 2 other spots from your initial account, but then I found out that you couldn't do that. So I was just withdrawing that money back out so then I could create the 2 spots with the $50 each at this point.
All right. Okay. Now I understand. So what you need to do in this case is, if you have money in your active wallet, okay, let's say if the money is in your active wallet, you need to move it to your cash wallet, okay, before you withdraw. From the cash wallet, or let's say, the money can be in the cash wallet ultimately, easily. There's no charge or anything to cash wallet. From the cash wallet, now you have 2 options, okay? Actually, you have 3 options. One is that you can make a purchase for yourself from the cash wallet for that same account, okay? 2, you can send this cash wallet amount, any amount that you want above $30, to your gift wallet. And when you transfer this to your gift wallet, there's a 3% charge, okay? 3% charge, not 5. From the gift wallet, you can send it to your uplines, to your downlines, you know, on the same line, no problem. And once you send, because you gifted, okay, once you send the money to your gift wallet, make sure you understand you cannot withdraw that amount. But you can send it to any upline or downline that they can activate a package for themselves, because you're literally helping your downline or helping yourself or your son or your brother or somebody else, you know, a team member. This is called a gift wallet because you're literally gifting it to them, to those people.
Right.
Third,
okay, thank you.
Third is the withdrawal, which is the main question. You can do a withdrawal, and I'm gonna touch base on this because we make a small change in the system, okay? And we made an announcement for this. This is nothing, you know, we've got no problem with liquidity of funds, with funding in the company. Company is rich, there's funding of even founders in the company. We are definitely like growing the company into the next level because finances are extremely, extremely important. We don't want to, you know, face a challenge. We don't want to come to a position that, oh, people are withdrawing and we don't have the money to pay. We hate this kind of stuff. And that's the last day that, you know, if you want to run a business successfully, like you need to take care of your finances. You know, this is the most important thing. So be rest assured that everything is in place, and all these systems that we bring and we announce is only for the benefit of the company and for the benefit of all of us. Now, let me come to that. So with withdrawals, before, when we first started, we just left it open. People can do withdrawals anytime, the request. So they can request and then they get their withdrawals within the first 2 to 3 days or 48 hours or something like that, okay? It was like that, and there was less people in the company. We were new, and like, you know, everything was manageable. Then later on, we figured out recently that, okay, there are plenty of withdrawals on daily basis, you know, which is happening. Maybe 5,000 withdrawals, 10,000 withdrawals, you know, somebody is withdrawing 12 midnight, another person is withdrawing at 2 a.m., 2 p.m., you know, it became too much for the team, and it became too much for the accountant purposes of the company as well, you know, doing the accounting, the system, and there were some delays. Then from the other side, crypto market a little bit, you know, went to the bear market side. So people got scared, and, you know, blockchain is busy, trading volume is high. So a lot of things happened. So we actually worked on a new financial system and how to do withdrawals and how to do payouts and, you know, payments coming in. So we came to this idea that, like other companies, that they do withdrawals only once a month or once a week. So we decided to do it once a week, okay, which is for the benefit of everyone. And the reason is very, very clear, and it's not going to make any difference, according to my knowledge and understanding, not a big difference. It makes a bit of a difference, but not a big difference. Now, people get paid their rewards once a week, correct? So they get paid once a week. They don't get paid every day. Their network bonus or binary bonus, network bonus, which is the biggest bonus for leaders, that's once a week, every Thursday. So usually networkers, they do their withdrawals to cover their costs and everything only when they have money in their wallet. So when they have the money in their wallet is when they get paid. So on a Thursday, between 5 and 6 p.m. GMT or London time, people get paid the network bonus. Then from 1 hour from then, like from 7 p.m. GMT time on Thursday till Friday, 7 p.m. Now I know in Australia it's a bit different. In Australia, I think it becomes Friday, the whole of Friday, I think, you know. You guys have this window to do as much withdrawals as you want, as many times as you want, you know, if you want to do that. But gift wallet is open 24/7. You can always maneuver, like, you know, gift it to this person, to that person. Now the team, when they see that in the past 24 hours, this money withdrawals started coming in. So over Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, these 3 days, they have a good timeline to breathe, to process all the withdrawals, without any challenges, without anyone being missed out. These things, unfortunately, you cannot automate them. Ultimately, we want to automate them, but when it comes to payouts, what happens if somebody, just for the sake of it, hacks the system? And this is crypto that we are paying out to your wallets. If it goes to a different wallet, we have no control over it. You have no control over it. So we have to be very, very mindful of all these things because of the security reasons and all that. We have a dedicated team, but then the team will process all these payouts until Monday. Then they can deal with other tasks that they have during the week, if you know what I mean. So for us, for the entire network, it's amazing. And then we're not thinking about today. Today, it's still manageable. Even if we leave it open, you can do withdrawal like anytime. I don't think it makes a big difference for people. But in future, when we hit 10 million members, 50 million members, how are we going to manage that? There's no point. So it's best to put everything in the right structure from today, from now, these are the kind of things that I said we work on developments and on improvements. Anything that makes sense, that help our community, all of us as a whole, we should, I think, implement and we should do it. But if anything is not helping, we should find a solution for that. But we should not delay these kind of things. So we are learning. Everybody's learning. We're learning and growing. It's a baby company. We're all learning and we're growing together. According to our calculations, if people really understand, I don't think it makes a difference whether I can make a withdrawal like anytime, or I know that, okay, I have 24 hours, to just go click a button and do the withdrawal. Hope
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also, any other questions there?
No, I just wanted to say thank you that you've actually really put my mind at ease with just that response and transparency. So I really want to applaud you for that. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mez. Before we finish up, if you can just touch on the legal side of things, I know, and the corporate side of things with Validus. If you can give us a bit of an insight on how that's all working.
Yeah. So the number one thing that everyone needs to understand is that we have a digital product that we are selling. We are not taking no investment from no one. We are not an investment company. It's a clear cut. There's no guarantee on anything, when it comes to what happens to my money and how much do I get paid, and it becomes 3 times or 4 times and things like that. So people purchase a product from us. This is a digital product. It's a training package. It has trainings inside these packages. TP 50, TP 100, TP 10,000, for example. These are training packages. The TP stands for TP. Simple as that. In the content of this education that you get, there is education, there is information, there will be soon leadership courses. We are also working with some of the new corporate members that they are not announced to anyone yet. There will be coaches and leaders that they will be part of Validus. So stay tuned for those announcements. They will be amazing leaders from this industry, experts from the industry, that they're working on these courses, they do NLP and stuff like that. So we will be constantly bringing more and more content into this program, that people learn about trading, people learn about financial markets, people learn about leadership, coaching, whatever, you name it. And they might even have a chance to choose and select what courses they want to study, they want to learn, and this is what they purchase. Now, on the other side, everyone who becomes a member of the Validus network, they become a member here, they purchase a package, they have a maximum of 60-week validity. It works more like a gym membership, If you go to a gym and it has all the equipment and it has all the extras, the hours are flexible, what happens is at the end of your membership, most likely you will be renewing your membership, So we work with a membership model. Everybody becomes a member in the company and they pay for their training packages, for the TPs, basically. Now, on the side, what the company does is the company takes all the money from day one belongs to the company. Simple as that. You purchase a product from the company, the money belongs to the company. In the company, we are very, very strict. We want to utilize every single cent coming to the company without anyone contaminating or being able to take money out of the company or doing their own thing. No, this money is there to be utilized into sustainable. First of all, it needs to be like legal, compliant, and ethical, number one. The projects that we take part, that we allocate our own fund, company's fund into those projects. This is very, very important part of our principle, number one. Number two, our funds need to be safe and secure. And most probably we prefer our funds to stay in our own control, in the company's control. I'm talking about third parties now because the company heavily invests, with our partners, who are well established in the market, and they are all legal, and they must fit in these criteria. The third thing is the projects must be profitable. So there are three types of projects that we have in our pipeline, in our plan, in our long-term plan. So we have a short-term investments, mid-term, and long-term. Long-term, we cannot touch right now. We don't want to touch long-term projects right now, like buying a land, building a hotel, and a resort, or things like this, because it does take time. Validus is still new. We need the cash flow. We need, we need to get there. We need to get to that level before we start investing into these long-term projects. So we do, the project that we take part is like short-term, like trading, for example. We partner up with liquidity providers, with big exchanges like Uniswap and all that. We provide liquidity for them. These are the kind of DeFi projects. These are the kind of projects that we take part right now, and it makes sense and they're profitable. We also partner up with a hedge fund, so all legally based on contracts and everything. Yes, that tomorrow if somebody comes and knock at our door, ABC is there, everything from a legal point of view, which is genuine, it's there. We sold these training packages. This money is company's money. Company is utilizing these funds. Company is making profit out of this. When we make profit out of these funds, okay, which the system runs based on that, of course, we are also sharing, an amount, a percentage of this fund, or the profit from this fund, in the form of loyalty rewards with all our loyal members. And all the members are loyal to us because they believed in the company, and they took a membership in the company. Now depending on what membership you have, $50 or $10,000, doesn't really matter. So you get exactly the same percentage of allocation in accordance to the package that you have in your system, which is active for 60 weeks, or 5x. The 5x is something different, of course, because that's your commissions and bonuses and rewards together. So the loyalty rewards program is not guaranteed. Okay, people come and they ask for insurance from us. We say we're not taking an investment from you. We're not sharing profit and loss with you. You merely purchase a package membership from the company, believed in the company. The company is utilizing everything. The company is fully committed, though. We're fully committed. This is a promise and a commitment from the company to deliver the percentages to you guys. Now, when you ask me the percentages, it's up to 3%. Okay, it can be more or less. I tell people, but if you ask me, we aim to pay out around 2.5% a week on average. So average has been about between 2 to 3%. So far, we will be working extremely, extremely hard for the payouts to be around 2.5%. 3%, not yet, because we're new, and maybe 1 month we make a lot of profit, but the next month is not very profitable. So we don't want to face a challenge because it makes a huge difference when compounding kicks in, but 2.5% is a very, very good number, or between 2 to 3% is a very, very good number for us to be able to deliver. We have delivered to every single person from day one till now, and we want this to continue. If anything, it needs to always get better, basically. This is it. So up to 3%, which is not guaranteed, but the company is fully committed to deliver this to its members. And it makes sense, if the company can deliver these percentages on a weekly basis, at the expiry of your package, what will happen? You will renew your membership. You will even purchase a higher package or another package, and you may even recommend it to other people. So the company is very, very happy with that, because then company have volume coming in. There's bigger momentum being created, in the market, and the company is, receiving more fund. So good for the company. You're happy because you're receiving something. You see that the system is really working. You're very, very happy. Your sponsors or as leaders, when you introduce other people, when every time they renew their packages, again, you get paid network bonus on the same, people when they do new purchases, for themselves. So everyone happy, and it makes sense. I think it makes more sense for the company to run this program more successfully than anyone else. Because if the company is stable, it's sustainable, things are coming. The cycle of renewal here, if you really, really understand, there are certain trainings that I do, and, we've done in the past. Some leaders have also done some great trainings in the past, that they calculate that, every 60 weeks, when the cycle is over, let's say, like I give you one example. When the cycle is over, that amount of money is still generating income for the company, but the company has got no liability to pay out to its members, if you know what I mean. So I give you one example, and I hope this clarifies. Maybe some of you know this, but some of you might be new to this. Let's say in January this year, if $1 million came to the company in terms of sales, yes? Out of this $1 million, we need to pay, because it's a commitment, loyalty rewards, yes, for the next 60 weeks. So up until March next year, right? And in March next year, we paid from the profit, we paid out loyalty rewards program, basically for everyone. In the month of March, this $1 million is either $1 million or even more. Okay, most probably it's a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less or a little bit more, but this 1 million is still there. 1 million, let's say 1 million. Okay, it's not more. Let's say it's not more, it's not less. It's 1 million. Now this $1 million is not only there, but this $1 million is there working for the company from there on. If in February we took $2 million, now when April comes, company has another 2 million. In March, if there was 3 million, then another 3 million added on top of that. Okay, and in April, only 4 months, I give you calculation. And in April, if only $4 million came, so together it became $10 million by June, let's say by June next year. So this $10 million now is sitting there in validus pool. It's generating, let's say if it generates 10% a month now for the company. So the following month, the company will have 11 million from that 10 million. So like this, we have calculated everything. There's a P&L system. It's not just like, we think like this. We have a P&L. We put all the numbers, how much coming in, how much going out, every single thing, cost, events, everything is calculated. Commissions, wages, everything, you name it, for the office, for the staff, for everyone else. So everything is calculated in this P&L. And at the end, if we see the P&L is showing green, we're good. And if it's showing red, then it's a problem. But the great thing is, the good news is that the P&L is showing green. I was just with Mansour, with VP of Sales, on the call when Fadi called me. Like I was on a call with him for about an hour. I woke up very early this morning, 3:30 or something, but I was already working with him on a P&L, and because the new structure and everything is making much more sense. So we work with the numbers, so super excited about the future of the company. So this answers the previous question of the long-term vision for the company. Yes. So imagine now these cycles are over. Yeah. Like 3-4 times. Okay. Not just 1 year, 2-3 times. The longer or the more these cycles repeats itself, this is the most beneficial way of having a very strong finance in the company, because company can only become stronger from there on, if you know what I mean. So this is very, very important for people to understand that why the packages are expiring. Now I'm not calculating those that they're earning 5x, like Fadi, like he's earning 5x every week almost. He was telling me that that I'm maxing out, man, back to back. And I remember the first days, he remembers himself, of course, that okay, well, he just trusted and he believed in the system, and we got started, And it's happening. It's happening. I believe we are changing people's life already. And when we know in the background that more volume comes to this company and the company is not wasting the money, this is number one. Okay, the company is not wasting the money. Plus, after 60 weeks goes like this. This is like 14 months. It goes like this. Time flies, and then this money is still in the company. And it's working, and it's becoming more and more. So when the company's finances become stronger and stronger, and I see that, okay, there is now 100 million or 200 million in the company extra, then we can go for, of course, long-term projects and things like that as well. So the long-term projects will not be forgotten. We even have now, it's not a plan, but we want to get to that direction that soon we should have, not soon, I don't know when soon is, in a couple of years or something, we should be, in a position to build some kind of towers, called validus tower in different countries, where members, the leaders, will have a chance to come and to live there or to invest or whatever. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm absolutely blown away, and really appreciate having this opportunity to meet you and having everyone on here to hear you talk. It's just amazing, and you're such a humble person. So thank you so much for giving up your time. I suppose the question is, when are you coming to Australia?
First of all, you're welcome. Thank you guys, for believing in us, in trusting in the company, in the early, in the foundation stages of the company. And I believe, seeing, the quality of people, the experiences that you guys have, you're all senior networkers, professional networkers. I can see that you guys have experience in life. I get more excited when I see quality leaders coming on board, and we put hands together, and we build the future of the company together. So I'll be coming to Australia for the November events. Okay, I believe in November you guys will have events in Sydney, in Melbourne, and in Auckland. And immediately after that event, we have finalized the Diamond Retreat in Maldives, towards end of November. So all the diamonds will be coming with us, and I'll be looking forward to seeing a number of diamonds from this group. That
100%. Remember the faces. You've got a few diamonds coming with us on the retreat. The main two events for everyone to know is the Sydney and Auckland event. The Melbourne event will be a very small event. The doctor will be coming, of course, but the main event will be the Sydney event, and that's where the watches, the phones, the MacBook will be handed out. And you guys are all leaders. If you bring a team to Sydney, it's going to be a spectacular. And we have it on the promo at the moment. The first 150 tickets are on sale, the early bird tickets. So just get that, so you get out of the way. And then whoever, can't make it to Sydney, in the small vision people, we can get them to come to Melbourne, and we'll see you all soon with Doctor.
Perfect. And I think this is going to be the most important event of the year for Australia and for New Zealand, because then the year will end with November, and then a nice retreat after that. Then we have good 3 months to build towards the international, and it's going to be the first international event in Dubai. And by November, by the time we come to your events, you will see plenty of developments in the back office, website, and education portal, and so many things, of the company. So I think by the first international event, we'll be on a different level. Thank you.
Beautiful. And just quickly before we wrap up, what have you got to say to all the people that are doing the Google searches? Because we know there's a lot of us networkers on here that just push through and want to build, and we see the bigger picture, but there's also a lot of people that get scared and they do these Google searches. Have you got any advice?
The Google searches, unfortunately, when you do MLM and network marketing and all that, they will always be there. But the way around that is that when we go with a new website, new portal, profile of the company, we will be also, we have a new team actually. We are onboarding a new team that they will be taking care of the PR, all the digital marketing side of the company, looking after the websites and things like that. So more content, basically, good content, One way one way to develop and to improve in life, or to make the company successful in this industry is also to taking these challenges, and use it in a positive way. So when people today say that, oh, validus is not going to stay, for in the next 6 months, there were people that they said that, in the beginning. They said after 6 months, there's no validus. We were just laughing. We said, okay, no problem. But we have not even started. We're just getting warmed up right now. We know ourselves, but for the newcomers, of course, they see, oh, what happened to this guy? And this guy went to this company, and then this guy went to this company, and validus is this, validus is that. It's another Ponzi, it's another scam. So the moment that we are here now for nearly 1 year, we have a proof of concept, in front of us. A lot of those points are proven wrong anyways. And in future, with good content and with good delivery, we want to make sure that we stay on top of things all the time. That the moment people see those negative articles they will face new articles. Of course, they will be behind MLM, writing an article on every single move you do. so that's their job. They have to do that. It's okay. We cannot ban. Everyone's free to do whatever they want to do. Unfortunately, we cannot remove them or anything. But we will take legal actions. From here on against certain individuals or companies. That we found out. That they're trying to damage our name and all that. But with good content and with good delivery, focusing on quality, I think we can overcome these challenges. Plus, we are also thinking to simplify things even better, because we believe in a simple system for people to understand. So we will build basically this kind of system that a new person comes in. We have a set of program that you send it to them, and funnels and stuff like that. That they go, they check, they come across something, but then the answer is there. So there will be FAQs. In the back office, there will be plenty of videos and articles and things like that coming. But because we were new, to build all those, I think we need a bit of time. But we have already allocated different teams. This new team, that media team that they're coming on board, they will be focused on doing a lot of content. One of the reasons why we did not go for articles like Forbes and all that is because you just pay them and they get it done for you. We thought it's better to do things more organically rather than just paying someone, and you become the best, in terms of branding and all that. So I think we were just waiting for time, and it's time now. We have proven ourselves to the market and to ourselves that, look, we are capable. Validus is strong. Future of Validus is much better than now. So I think from now till end of this year, and especially from beginning of next year, we'll be focusing much more on these areas to build a good brand, because branding is extremely important for us. We just, we are not like a normal network marketing company. It's a bit different. We are leading the new era in the network marketing industry. I always tell people we do two things by offering validus to them. One, you offer them a real good opportunity that they can benefit out of this, and then they can help many people with this. And two, we are spreading awareness. We are educating people. Okay, by educating them, giving them the right opportunity, we actually protect them from becoming victims of Ponzi's and scams in the market, because many people don't know. Maybe in Australia, maybe in the UK, it's different, but when you come to Latin America, or when you go to Africa or to some part of Asia, people everywhere, to be honest, even in the UK, people struggle to pay their bills right now. It's not easy, it's not like before. So these people in many countries of the world, unfortunately, they are looking desperate. They're desperately looking for an opportunity to come. And when people offer them anything, they just go and put a bit of money into that, and then 3 months later, they're not there, So I think if we give them a good opportunity, they see this, and we also give them an educational tool that they really understand, so they can differentiate right and wrong, from each other. Then they can make better decisions in their life, and they gain confidence one more time in the industry as well. So a lot of them who are disappointed will be coming to validus as well. So let's allow them to come with $50, I think.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Doctor. We appreciate it. Look, we'll finish up here. Doctor, if you can stay on with Fadi, Michael and Sadiq, we just want to have a private chat with you quickly. For the rest of you, there you have it, Chief Network Officer. We get an opportunity to meet him in Australia to come interview. So thank you so much for your time. And if everyone can just make their way off the Zoom, that will be much appreciated.